In the previous episode of YOLO Hangout,
when you do something, she's quick-tempered. She can lock you outside. She doesn't care. Just say in front of home. She doesn't care.
Well, I won't go for a sugar mommy. There are enough the big girls around, innit?
Today, the discussion gets even
So all I
hotter.
know about wet dreams is you sleep, then you dream of having an affair with a lady, then that thing comes. And my experience, I had it, and I told my mom, and she said it's spiritual marriage. Yeah, so she took me to a pastor to pray and all that. Serious.
Why will you be dating an older woman whilst we have young girls out there you can go and date? But he was like, he's not even interested in the younger because what can she give me? She can't give me anything. But the older woman can give me whatever I need.
You only live once. Move your body to the rhythm now. You only live once.
We are here again with the YOLO Hangout. This is brought to you by the National Population Council, supported by USAID and facilitated by Communicate for Health. What are wet dreams? Do you know about wet dreams? Is wet dreams the beginning of adolescent sexuality? We are discussing this and more on today's episode of the YOLO Hangout. Now keep in mind that you can also get in touch with us by posting your thoughts to our social media platforms is YOLO Ghana on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Good life. Live it well. Good life. It's an everyday thing. YOLO. You only live once. We'll be back after this commercial.
Yeah, don't waste any time. He's waiting.
You have to make up your mind though.
Come on, yeah, this is the only way. If you really want to hang out with us, you've got to step up and do this. Go.
I'm sorry, sir. I have to focus on my education.
What?
Here's your phone.
Be a positive influence on your friends. You only live once, so make the smart choice.
Good life. It's an everyday thing. Good life. Live it well. Good Life from Ghana Health Service and Partners is here to make healthier, happier living an everyday thing.
As we always do, there's a guest presenter on the show today, and our guest presenter today is none other than Chief.
Yeah.
Great to have you here in the studios.
It's great to be here. It's great to be here myself.
Okay. So how have you been?
I've been good. You know, I've been running campaigns on Instagram. I won't tell you about it now. Maybe behind the scenes we shall talk. Yes.
Okay. I'll wait to hear about it. Thank you very much.
You're
Minister
welcome.
of
TV and radio affairs. Probably.
Thank you. Yes. I appreciate. Okay, so life after YOLO, what are you working on?
Well, I've been doing a lot of things which I hope will manifest onto the screens and also onto the social media. You know, right now we are in the technology
social media age. Yeah.
So yeah. And also, I've been planning to run for president. I'm saying it here first. No, it's not a joke. Guys, I'm serious. 2032. Would you vote for me? Yeah. Power to the people. No, if I say power to the people, you say, yeah, power to the people. Yeah. Are you agree? I'm also a teaching assistant somewhere, which I won't mention, but we are on track. Yeah.
Everything is going well.
Yeah, by God's grace.
Okay, so let's talk about set life on YOLO. Comparing your character as George and you as Chief, was it easy putting yourself into that character, making the role yours?
Well, those who know me will tell you it wasn't easy at all. Majority of the people think it was easy because of how natural the role seemed. When I first got the script, they said, you know, there's this character definition there that your chatterbox, you have to be funny and You have to do something else. And I was like, how am I supposed to be funny and a gossip at the same time? You know, so I don't have time to talk about people. So I was just wondering, and I don't know, by God's grace or by some sort of, I don't know,
magic,
it came together. It wasn't easy. I used to write the things that you have to say to be funny in addition to the line that was given to you.
So it also means that you went the extra mile. That's trying to add other stuff to your lines.
Yes, exactly, because you see, YOLO is actually a sequel to Things We Do for Love. So for those who know, they can compare. So you are being a new character to some other people, and you are also channeling the old from the other series.
Yeah.
So it was like a really huge task. I was at church one time. An old woman called me. Oh, you're fair. I'm like, hey, how do I tell the woman it's just TV? But again, it shows to you, it explains to you the extent of believability YOLO has.
Let's take a look at scenes from some episodes of YOLO.
Hey, Nana, come here. Do you know where dreams? You go need on for here. Don't you have a girl in your class that you love? The one where they sit for your side.
See him, bad man. Bad man.
But if you know more. See, every guy, by the time you catch like Nana Kwame, you start the girl feeling you surely.
See, you be confused, guy. You confused, bro. You lost. This is what are they talk. This is all that they talk. Say, once you be young boy, like 10, 11, 12, that side, and we start to get some feelings for them girls, the possibility to go get wet dreams, it be very high. Where at that time, if you don't get somebody where you go feel advise you, then direct your path, you go feel mess up, then 10 bad boys. Siri, what are you talking about? Nana, go home. Now, hurry up.
Let's talk about wet dreams. What are wet dreams?
You know, I experienced it in class when my teacher was teaching about it, you see. And I also know that it's called nocturnal emissions.
For me, what I know about wet dreams is like maybe you are sleeping, you are having some thing being in your mind. And so like when you wake up the following morning, then you see that your boxer or what we fall sleeping is wet. Release some water be. Yeah.
It's a situation whereby you realize you have an erotic dream whereby it causes an involuntary ejaculation of the semen. You realize sometimes you sleep, then you have dreams of you having sex. You wake up the next moment, then you realize, Charlie,
share a personal experience with us.
Well, I've experienced so many times. I've experienced
countless times.
Yeah, so many times. You know, sometimes I dream of like me sleeping with a girl. Then, yeah.
Oh, please. It's natural.
It is natural, yeah. It comes natural.
You can dream of sleeping with a girl. It's the
You
girl,
dream
the type of girl is the problem.
Sometimes you picture a girl, then you take her to dream. You dream about her, you having sex with the girl. Then later you wake up, then you realize you saw yourself with sperm and all that. It's bad, you know, sometimes it's very bad.
So all I know about wet dreams is you sleep, then you dream of having an affair with a lady, then that thing comes. And my experience, I had it, and I told my mom, and she said it's spiritual marriage. Yeah, so she took me to a pastor to pray and all that, serious.
Okay, so what causes wet dreams? Is it what you think about during the day that translates into your dreams?
It just comes. Sometimes you realize you wake up and then, Charlie,
it's there.
The thing happened.
Without you dreaming.
Without you dreaming, nothing.
Okay, what I know is that normally as girls or as growing women, what I know is that sometimes when you sleep, maybe a little after your menstruation, or even before that, there are some forms of discharge that comes, and those are very natural. Sometimes they're a little whitish, sometimes they are creamy. I think it's when it is quite abnormal or it comes regularly, that's when people start to say that, oh, there's candidiasis or there's something more of an infection or something. But I think we have a normal discharge that comes now and then. I don't really think it's wet dreams.
Okay, now in reference to YOLO, Cyril said that it's the beginning of adolescent sexuality. How many of us agree with Cyril? Okay. Can you tell us why you agree with Cyril?
I agree with Cyril because, see, when you start growing as an adolescent, get to that stage, that is when you start producing hormones, male hormones. So that is when you can start having wet dreams. Because if you don't get to that stage, you will not be able to produce male hormones. So then you won't be able to have wet dreams.
Okay, our boy is more open to talking about wet dreams, and why is that so?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Because boys, we don't feel shy of anything. When we experience something, we feel like sharing it with our friends for them to know what's going on. Yeah.
We do, because our friends also help us to, like, they'll tell us, yeah, it's a normal sign. So these are the things you have to do when you say it.
Time to see what our friends in town think about this topic. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I had a wet dream, but it was a shock because I'm also spiritual. So I think that it's not normal, but through my learning experiences, I got to know that to every adolescent, it has to occur.
It's more open for guys to talk about wet dreams, because guys, we share our stuff. Like maybe a guy can go in for a girl and sleep with a girl. He can come and say it openly. Like, guys, you know your homies, but some girls, they can't say it.
Okay, so our next topic of discussion is boy-girl relationships.
Yeah, boy-girl relationships.
With the focus on Anne and Nana Kwame. So tell me, is this something really going on between Anne and Nana Kwame, or is it just a stage?
It depends. Okay, maybe at the beginning, when as the story goes, Anne didn't really understand the letter Nana Kwame brought, but it looked like there were flowers in it. So I suspect Nana Kwame is trying to make a move, and George was too harsh to it. He should move a step, like take his time to analyze the situation first. So I think Nana Kwame is up to something.
Well, Nana Kwame loves Anne, but yeah, it's true. I mean, it's true. But George did not give like the chance for Anna to really understand Nana Kwame's feelings. So just she relaxed, right?
On Anne's part, she was naive, but then Nana Kwame was trying to make a move because she went to tell George that, okay, Nana Kwame gave her a letter and she had no idea about it. So that means basically to her, they were just classmates. But then to Nana Kwame, he was trying to make a move that she wasn't aware of. So then to me, Nana Kwame was trying to get her into a relationship, and Anne was so naive about it.
Chief, talk to us.
Yeah, I think, George is not here to defend himself, so you can say he's harsh. As soon as you're on set and the lights roll, camera action, George will tell you things. Look at the age of the ages of the people we are talking about. Beg your pardon, we are sorry if George spoiled the beautiful romance. That never happened. But it's the age. At that age, is that your focus? You understand? Those things will come and, cross your path. But for Anne, she didn't know. And luckily for her, she had a brother who overknows. And has tested so many waters and spoiled so many chances. So he just like every protective brother would do, he was just stopping something that he felt was bound to happen. You understand? That's what I got from that part.
The Youth Corner has more on this topic for us.
Hi, my name is Alvin. I'm a filmmaker. Anne seems naive about her relationship with Nana Kwame. Nana Kwame's gift of a flower to Anne suggests he has other ideas. George was spot on with how he handled the situation. Anne may be confused and may even consider George's reaction a bit overboard, but Nana Kwame got the right message that he was too young to be making advances at a young lady. Older siblings should be able to protect their younger ones and give them the right information about the dangers of boy-girl relationships. They can also visit the youth corners in the public hospitals with their younger siblings for more information. Good life, live it well. Good life, it's an everyday thing. YOLO, you only live once.
Meet Sandra. She's 16 years old. Her dream was to become a doctor. She began studying hard to achieve her dream. It seemed nothing could stop her. That is until she met Bob. Her friends warned her to take it slow, But she wouldn't listen. And then she missed a period. Now her parents are disappointed in her. She can hardly face all those she loves. And her friends pretend they don't know her. And as for Bob, all because she missed one period. As a teenager, every period counts while you're in school to achieve your dreams. You only live once, so make the smart choice.
Good life. It's an everyday thing. Good life. Live it well. Good Life from Ghana Health Service and Partners is here to make healthier, happier living an everyday thing.
Let's take a look at some scenes of some episodes of YOLO.
Ma, God.
Hey! Ratchas!
My God. Oh, what are you doing? This is a traditional dance. Give me the dance.
It's miss you. Why do me like that? Why do me like that?
See. Now go conference for Croatia. You know, we go solve some Magadu equation.
Croatia. Where's Croatia?
Yeah, Croatia. They the sky side. You go now and go disappear.
Miss you. We go. Take me go.
Take you go.
Miss you. It's gonna make a pagging.
Stop. See, if I know they love you, like I know we tell you say go buy condom camo. I they love you, that's why they do this kind of things. Jodba, you don't they do you they use condom.
No. It's tell me it's village, no it's Accra. Plenty is so.
Hey, when you can't get the thing where Jodba they tell you no. There's sugar mommies, SS girls and things where they do plus them no. It they protect in body. I they tell you say if I know they love you, like I will give you money say go buy condom. I they love you, that boy the one protect you and I. So say everything will go better. I they love you, Sewa. Forgive me some chance.
Welcome back. On to the topic of sexual activities. Sewa, Jogba, and Kelly. Now Sewa seems to be on a dangerous path of following Jogba, who seems to be sleeping with everything in skirt. Okay. Compared to Kelly, who wants to have protected sex, do you think that Kelly also has his own agenda?
I think that love triangle is the worst I've seen. You know, because I mean, wherever Sewa goes, it's bad for her, whether Drogba or Kelly. Look, you send a girl to go and buy a condom and she collapsed and you don't even have a single remorse. You are coming back to finish what you started. That part of the series is really something that we young people take for granted. We like to take advantage of people. Look at the news recently, like, you know, young people are doing things that they're not supposed to do. And it's bad. You may blame it on youthful exuberance, but I mean, why would you want to do that?
Sometimes I think that there's this thing about people who are sexually active. I think one thing we see as youth is you are either abstaining from sex, or some people are also having unprotected sex, just the way they feel like having it. And some people also want to be sexually active, but want to be very careful about it. I think that is the kind of person Kelly is. He's a bad boy. You know, in that sense, he's sexually active and all, but I think he is trying to thread on a very cautious path, while Drogba is thinking that, okay, well, I'm me. Everything I want to do in my sexual life, let me just do it and go away.
According to Kelly, he cares so much about Sewa. That is why he wouldn't risk unprotected sex with her. Do girls take this lightly or not?
Sometimes. The thing is, one thing about girls is that I feel like with a female species, we are moved by things we hear. It's very normal because even in the beginning of time, men were moved by what they saw and were moved by what we heard from Adam. So it's normal. Like sometimes we allow things to get into our head too much that we don't see the other side, or we don't see the negative side of what the boys are saying. I think Kelly's lying. That's what I think. Once he gets into the pants and he comes out, whatever he wants, he has gotten it. This I care about you and whatever, it will go away.
The Youth Corner has more on this topic for us.
Hi, my name is Alvin Noy. I'm a filmmaker. It is obvious Kelly has his own agenda. He finds Drogba's risky sexual behavior expedient in his advances at Sewa. Adolescents should abstain from sex before marriage, but for those who can't abstain, it is best to practice safe sex. Good life, live it well. Good life is an everyday thing. YOLO.
Let's take a look at some scenes of some episodes of YOLO.
Teddy bear. Get up, get up, get up. Get up. Get up, go and get food for me to eat.
Let's finish your food. Finish your rest. Finish for rest. See me, I don't get money. In the village I come from.
Baby, you have lipstick all over your face. Clean it. Yeah.
What is? This one salad south can go reach you. Go give me another one. Make her take all.
Whatever. Take post. Bananas.
So, we can come here. Take post bananas.
Oh, love you, baby.
Now, mentioning Drogba, let's just talk about sugar mommy, sugar daddy relationships, okay? Does any one of you here have a friend like Drogba who is in a relationship with an older woman? And how are these sugar mommy relationships like? Share some with us.
I have a friend who is dating an older woman, and according to him, he wasn't really sexually active when he started dating the woman. So it was like the woman broke his virginity, and ever since then, he's been stuck to the woman like glue. I rather thought it was the female sex that would see, you know, oh, this boy is good in bed. You know, like we normally give the comment, but for a boy who is saying that I'm attached to this woman more because she's teaching me a lot. You know, sometimes from the things he says, you see that it's not that he's playing. He says she teaches me. Yes, no, it's not a joke. Like, he's serious. She teaches me this, the kind of things she does to me. Like, you know, I would rather hear it from a girl. So I think sometimes these things are very, very serious. And when it comes to the boys, they are being affected more than the girls are being affected by the sugar daddies.
I had this friend who was dating an older woman, and like the guy told me the only reason he's dating the woman is because like the woman treats him really well. You know, the woman gives him anything he wants, and it's like, you know, I found it like very intriguing, because like, why will you be dating an older woman whilst we have young girls out there you can go and date? But he was like, he's not even interested in the younger, because what can she give me? She can't give me anything, but the older woman can give me whatever I need. So
it depends on your motive. Some will go for the material things. Some will go because they love the person.
Speak of sugar babies, like they are easy to find.
So what do our friends in town have to say about this? We'll be right back.
For one, a boy may go into that when he's in need of money, like he's broke. Sometimes guys, when we are there, like we need support. It'd be like, so when I watch you, Drogba is enjoying sugar mommy, can't I also get one? It's so easy. Like maybe a nice guy and that. You can just go in and they'll support you. And the women too, it might be of maybe has lost his husband or something, or she has divorced and she has regretted, so she needs a boy to like pamper her and all that to satisfy her.
We are going for a quick commercial break. I will be right back.
Yeah, don't waste any time. He's waiting.
You have to make up your mind though.
Come on, yeah, this is the only way. If you really want to hang out with us, you've got to step up and do this.
I'm sorry, sir. I have to focus on my education.
What?
Here's your phone.
Be a positive influence on your friends. You only live once, so make the smart choice.
Good life. It's an everyday thing. Good life. Live it well. Good Life from Ghana Health Service and Partners is here to make healthier, happier living an everyday thing.
Welcome back. So as we draw the curtains on the show, do any of you have questions for Chief?
You playing the role as George and you trying to tell your friends to abstain and go for tests, blah, blah, blah. In real life situations, are you able to apply to those rules? You know, people watching it would expect you to live according to the life you are portraying. So then how easy or how difficult is it for you to portray that life? And then are you doing it?
You must practice what you preach. That's one thing you get if you are in a series like YOLO. It gives you the fame and all that, but it holds you to your word. You understand? You can't be reckless. Regardless, even Drogba can live like he does on TV. So it asks of you a certain standard. It asks of you a certain standard. Of course, I'll sit here and say I'm doing everything that we say in the thing. I'll be a liar. God is watching. I'll be a liar. But that's not the case. The issue is that things are happening. So if I'm fortunate enough to not experience them and get away with, maybe you wouldn't be. That's the issue. If you say the pastor is sinning, so I'll go to church. If God comes, He asks you, of you alone. So it's personal. It's very personal. Even though we are objects of education and all information, it goes beyond us. It's something you ask yourself. No matter how you think you can't be influenced, the peer pressure will let you cave in. Peer pressure is even small. Go to university. You understand? That goes to show you that nobody is above peer pressure. In one way or the other, you cave in. But if you have your values at your fingertips, if you know where you're going, you won't be like George and do yawa in there. Seriously.
That brings us to the end of episode 4 of the YOLO Hangout, brought to you by the National Population Council, supported by USAID and facilitated by Communicate for Health. I've been your host and my name is Lenny Lomote. My guest presenter, George, known in real life as Chief. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks to the audience for being as engaging as you have been. Thanks to My Story GH on Instagram for my beautiful dress as well. I really, really appreciate. Good life.
Live it well.
Good life.
It's an everyday thing.
YOLO.
You only live once.
George.